On today's episode of the Freelance Marketing Ninja Show, we have in one corner the champion Clickfunnels and its challenger Dropfunnels, and they are going to get involved in a bout for the ages. They have been for a while, but we're going to talk about that on this show. If you're ready for that, I hope you are, because it is time to get started right now. Welcome to the Freelance Marketing Ninja Show. I'm your host, Eric Stephenson, coming at you streaming live from Salt Lake City, Utah. That's where I'm from. And it's a beautiful day today. It's been a lot of beautiful days in a row, which means it hasn't rained. Need to think about that some. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about the weather, right? I'm not even good at talking about the weather. I'm much better at talking about marketing. And this show is for you, by the way. If you are brand new to affiliate marketing / freelance marketing, if you're just interested in it, you want to see a peek behind the scenes about what it's like to be an affiliate marketer or a freelance marketer, you want to see if it's legit, and or you just like hearing about marketing. And if you like watching guitars in the background and taking a look at those, I'm not going to hold that against you, but you're going to get more out of the show if you're actually interested in marketing. So, again, today's episode, we want to talk about the champion Clickfunnels versus the challenger Dropfunnels, right? I have traditionally recommended Clickfunnels as your funnel building software. And if you're brand new, funnel building software is the software that you use to build the web pages that you send people to so that they can start to get involved in your sales process. It's like, kind of works like a funnel, right? Where people just kind of fall through and it's bigger at the top and gets smaller at the end. And that's why it's called a funnel. But we need software to build these web pages, because otherwise, to design them the old way using HTML coding, nobody is good at that. At least it's not very user friendly or newbie friendly. So we rely on this software. And like I say, I've recommended ClickFunnels. The primary reason is that ClickFunnels obviously is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. They have something like 100,000 users on the platform, and they're charging all those users at least $1,000 a year, if not more. And so they're quite profitable, which means that company is going to be around forever, right? Your funnels are key assets to your business. If you had built all your funnels with a company that suddenly went out of business and they're hosting all of your marketing assets, you are in trouble, right? You have to quickly pivot and maybe recreate stuff if you haven't had good documentation. So ClickFunnels, that's why I typically recommend them. But there are other alternatives out there, and Dropfunnels is one of those alternatives. One of the great things about Dropfunnels is that you can get started for free. I mean, you can get started with ClickFunnels for free for 14 days, but you can get started with Dropfunnels for free. And I think a lot of the paid editions are a lot less expensive than ClickFunnels. So they're not as big of a company. They also, one of the major benefits they like to try to position themselves with is that they have fast loading pages. And that's actually a pretty cool and important benefit, because if your web pages take forever to load in today's attention economy, people just bounce. And if somebody's come to visit clicked on one of your links to visit your page and they leave, especially if you spent money for that person to be there, then guess what? You just lost money. So fast loading pages is huge benefit. Now ClickFunnels, most of the time the pages work great. Most of the time the pages work great. But I was actually looking at my Facebook ad stats today, and I had a lot more clicks than people actually visiting the page. And there could be a lot of reasons for that. I'm trying to figure that out still. It could have been that the pages weren't loading fast enough. It could have had to do with iOS 14, maybe. Not 100% sure. I'm gonna ask some people who are above my pay grade to see if they can help me explain that. So I decided, you know what? I heard that Dropfunnels, their pages load fast. So let me go actually investigate what I needed to do. And I was able to set up an account for free. And I had some things that I wanted to do, right? I wanted to see if I could build the same pages that I could build in ClickFunnels. So that was the first thing I wanted to see. I wanted to also see if it was as intuitive and user friendly. Because that's if I'm going to recommend something to beginners, then it needs to be intuitive. It needs to be user friendly because the tech issues you already are dealing with as a beginner are pretty intensive, right? They're pretty monumental to some people, especially if they haven't grown up around computers. So also, really important is the ability, can you import your funnels from ClickFunnels? If you've been a ClickFunnels user and you want to switch, how easy it is it to you to get your funnels set up in Dropfunnels? And how easy is it for you to share funnels between other Dropfunnels users? That's huge too. That's one of the cool things about ClickFunnels is, I could build funnel templates and put a link out there and other people can go and download those funnel templates into their version of ClickFunnels. So let's go through these kind of one at a time. Just gonna try to compare the two. First question was, can I build the same pages as I can build in ClickFunnels? Are they going to work just as well? So let's pull up the page was working with today in ClickFunnels, just so you can see. Oh, you know what? I don't think I shared my screen. Let me share my screen. I almost started explaining a bunch of stuff without even sharing my screen, and that would be terrible. All right, I can see that I am sharing now. So this is the page I was working with, trying to recreate this page in Dropfunnels. If you remember, I think I talked about this the other day. The users, when they click the download now button, what happens is that actually opens up this pop-up where people can put in their email address. That's where I collect their email address, and then I will email them a download of this guide. And then this funnel also then takes them to the next page in the funnel, which doesn't matter to talk about that right now. But this is what I was trying to recreate. So the one thing that I did want to mention too is that I had to, when I was mobile optimizing this, I decided to move the download now button above that text just so it was easier to access, so that so that people could they saw that as soon as they opened their phone, they didn't have to scroll down to see that button. So let's see what that pop-up looks like on mobile. It actually size is really nice. That looks really good. I didn't have to do anything. I don't think I had to do. I may have had to change the font sizes for mobile, right? But that actually looks really good for mobile. And then on the desktop, that looks good. And usually, if it looks pretty good on both, I would assume it looks pretty good on a tablet as well. So let's look at what I was able to create in Dropfunnels. And no, I didn't create this. That's a screenshot that won't change for whatever reason. For whatever reason, but you can see it loading. Looks pretty much the same. Like I could add some extra space here, like I'd had in the other one, but I actually kind of like it with a little bit less space. The download now button looks a little different, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. But for the most part, I could build the same page, right? I didn't build everything below the fold. Didn't want to spend that much time, but yes, I can pretty much build the same pages. Now, there were some things that were really difficult. The pop-up that comes up, the pop-up that comes up when so people can enter their email address. I kind of like that functionality, and I wanted to keep that, going from one page to the other. If I were to move this to Dropfunnels, I had to jump through a bunch of hoops to figure it out. I had to pull up Google. It was not intuitive at all, but I was able to get it. So you click this button, and guess what? That pop-up comes up, and I was able to figure out how to integrate this with my autoresponder. So for the most part, yes, I was able to do most of what most build most of this page pretty, with not too much trouble. There was some difficulties, right? And then if we look at it on what a tablet looks like, they actually have a tablet view, which ClickFunnels doesn't have. And we look at it on a mobile, I was able to, resize everything nicely. Was not able to move this button just for mobile, but I actually, pulled it up on my phone, and you can still see. I don't know if you can see my phone. Probably have to unshare my screen, but you can actually see the button at the bottom of the page. So that's not too terrible. Not perfect, but for the most part, yes, you can pretty much build the same pages in Dropfunnels that you can build in ClickFunnels. There's probably a few features ClickFunnels has that you can't replicate, but for the most part, most of the features you might use, yes. Is it intuitive and user friendly? I did not find this intuitive and user friendly at all. Just figuring out how to save pages, navigate the site. The pop up had to be created, like, even to leave the site, I have to just so many clicks to like get out of here. Um, Even to build the pop up, right? I couldn't build that right in the funnel itself. I had to build this extra section where I had to build the pop-up, and the only place that I can go to successfully edit it, if I click edit, it takes me here. I click this button, launch drop funnels, and it doesn't do anything. Right? So that's super frustrating. And what I have to do, here, let's go back to the I gotta actually exit out to go back to what I have to do. What you have to do is actually choose this drop funnels option here. And then that actually takes you into a place where you can edit the pop-up, and then you have to reference it. You have to reference it in the other funnel, and then that pulls it up and pops it up. Um, this was kind of concerning too, right? From the funnel itself, when I was looking at the mobile views, I was a little concerned because just looking at my pop-up, right? Because the pop-up determined that that's important. On the tablet view, look, it looks like it's supposed to be wider than actually the screen, and then the tablet, and then a mobile. So I was really concerned. I was actually really concerned that the pop-up would just not work at all. I was able to test it on my phone, and it actually looked okay. It wasn't perfect, but it looked okay. So pop-ups suck. Basically, with drop funnels, you can do them, but they suck. They are really hard, and just in general, there's a lot of things that I found it's not being intuitive and user friendly. So as we think about what a beginner might need to be successful with drop funnels. If you're tech challenged, good luck to you. You probably not get as much support, but you still might. If you're resourceful, you could do it. Importing from ClickFunnels, right? That was a big thing that I wanted to be able to do. So let's go back and share my screen again. Okay, so let me just show you exactly what this does. So to import, you just copy your, whoa, that is a problem in ClickFunnels, right? That should not have happened. That should load my page, and that's broken. Well, okay, it actually loads this page. I don't know why the other page isn't loading. That's a problem for ClickFunnels. That's just a demotion to ClickFunnels right there, because I don't know why that happened. Okay, so I want to import a new funnel step. So let me figure out how I did this. So I click Add Funnel Step. Here it is. So we have Import ClickFunnels Funnel Page. So we put in the URL right from ClickFunnels. You have to confirm and promise that you own 100% or have permission to import it. And yeah, so we'll say this is ClickFunnels import. And let's drop that in. And it takes a minute. It actually imports pretty fast. So you do have the ability to import the page, but let's take a look at what it actually looks like when we bring it up. We got 80, I don't know, we got dead air here for a minute. I could sing a song, tell jokes. I don't need to. All right, let's go to the page editor and let's see what this looks like. Not even close. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is going to take some time. If I wanted to do it this way, just probably have to go back and do a lot of massaging of the fonts. Some things come in really well, some things didn't. But you can do it. You can do it, and it's faster than recreating the whole thing from scratch. But you can't just import your funnels directly. It is going to take you some extra work in order to import those. Right. So final step is, do you have the ability to share funnels? Well, not able to test this or show this. I looked it up online, and you do. So here's the conclusion. There are trade-offs. There are some trade-offs between ClickFunnels and Dropfunnels, particularly the intuitive and user friendliness of it. I'm not giving it high marks on that because there were some frustrating parts today as I was looking at this. However, it's pretty hard to argue with free, right? So if you are new to this, you're budget sensitive, and you think, you can figure out things, you can Google some things and figure it out. It is worth a try. Don't spend too much time. If you feel like you get too stuck, then you might want to go try something else. But really hard to argue with free. I still do stand by my original recommendation of ClickFunnels because of the strength of the business. Free is not a great business model unless you've got a lot of upsells. You've got some other ways to generate revenue for your company. And usually usually those things that generate revenue tend to attract the development resources. So free is not a great business model, and I hope they stay in business. I do have some friends I know that are using Dropfunnels instead of ClickFunnels. I swear by it. So it's a personal decision, but I stand by my recommendation that ClickFunnels is going to be in business forever. they've got a great business model, and they do have a new version coming out. I think October is when they said. So I'm really excited to see what that's all about. Anyways, that brings us to possibly your favorite section of the show, and definitely my favorite section of the show. We call it the BTOD, and you might know it as the beginner tip of the day. This is the beginner tip of the day. This is especially for you if you are brand new, if you feel like you're swimming upstream, you feel like you're getting sprayed in the face by the fire hose, if you feel like you're just overwhelmed, right? Um, and I want to say hi to Jeff. Jeff's live again. Awesome. I can see that. I can see that comment. He probably put it in there like 20 minutes ago. So Jeff, if you're still there, thank you for watching, man. All right. So if you're brand new, this is really simple, but this question comes up all the time in our community. The question is that we get a lot is, "Hey, I bought this domain name and I want to go like promote a different product than what I originally wanted this domain for." The question is, can I use this domain for that? The answer is you can use a domain for multiple products. Yes, the recommendation, what I recommend is that your domain name is appropriate for your niche. So here's the tip. Choose your niche before you choose your domain and stay in that niche, right? If you do think you're going to want to represent other products, which all affiliate marketers get excited that they can represent multiple products. It's easy to get excited about that. You don't want to feel tied to one thing. I get it, but it also kills your focus. So anyway, so what are the niches, right? The three major niches in digital marketing, and those apply to affiliate marketing for sure. The three biggest are health, wealth, and relationships, because everybody wants to get laid, they want to get paid, and they want to live forever. So so if you don't know what niche to choose, if there's not something you're really super passionate about, pick one of those niches generally, because there's a lot of affiliate programs in each of those niches, a lot of proven offers that you could make a lot of money from if if you stick to the niche. If you're trying to do some health products and you're trying to do some wealth products, like you've got to it's hard to have like one email list, right? You need to write two emails. But if people are in the same niche, you can kind of generally, maintain one email, as long as the products that you recommend additionally to your primary offer are complementary. So the tip, choose your niche before you choose your domain name, because then you don't have to go buy more domain names. Anyways, that's today's show. Hope you got some value today. Drop some comments in the chat. Let me know what you learned. Let me know if you thought it was great. Let me know if you thought it sucked. Let me know that you love my beard. Whatever it is, just drop comments in the chat, please. That helps the algorithms on these sites. Anyways, see you tomorrow on the Freelance Marketing.